Welcome back to my channel. Wait. Hi everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is week 2 of the Mental Health Awareness Month recordings. My lip thing, it smells so good. It doesn't taste great, but it smells pretty good. I got it from the Red Berry farm, so it's like strawberry flavored. And then on this session we're gonna be having pretzels. I'm such a big fan of pretzels. I'm actually a sucker for pretzels. So if you love me, you must do the right things. You must invest in these for me. Love them. I like the original, like just the salted ones. Don't get me the caramelized ones or anything like that. The original. No man in the background because my bed is a bit of a mess, but anyway, so today I went for my second session of therapy, right? I'm actually only entitled to 4 sessions according to my bursary. So today was my second session. Yo guys, today was so beautiful. Guys, today was like I'm literally speechless about my experience today. It was so beautiful and I cannot wait to tell you guys all about it. Just wait for it. Anyway, so cool, man. I go she picks me up from town because our appointment was supposed to be at 1:30, but then she had an emergency at that time, so she was like, okay, just wait for me in town, I'll come pick you up at 2. And so this is me waiting at town, and then she comes to pick me up, and then we go on the way, you know, we're just chatting, what. When we get to like the location, she starts like, so how are you? I'm like, I'm okay, I've had better days. And she's like, what does okay mean, you know? And then I unpack what okay means for me. And she's listening. Dude, you know, today, one goal that she had set for me from our last, or that I'd set for myself, I was like, at the end of all our sessions, I want to be more self-aware. That was one of the goals I'd set for myself, right? Cool. So today we were unpacking KT, right? The things I feel like I don't like about myself and things I feel like I like as well, right? And then trying to see where those things stem from, right? Like, is it an issue of excuse me, is it an issue of childhood traumas? Is it an issue of friends or bullying? Or is it an issue of maybe it's just something I never really took time to develop about myself or whatever? And as I'm telling her like my life stories and everything, and I'm telling her how I think I'm a shy, reserved person, I'm a very fearful person, but then, like, I'm telling her all these things. I'm like, you know what? I'm a very shy person. I'm not very confident. I'm not a courageous person. You know, all the things I know are KT. You know, all the things I've told myself time and time again. Oh, this is me. I'm a shy person. I don't talk a lot. I don't stand out. I'm not outspoken. I'm not none of those things. And then she writes them down. And then she's like, okay, then tell me about like your experience. Like, how did you get here? Everything. And I was telling him, like, you know what? I got out of my comfort zone, looked for bursaries for myself and all of that, like made a name for myself. Like, as I'm telling her my story, she's picking up little attributes about me that I never knew I had. She's telling me that, you know what, that takes courage to do. So you definitely are a courageous person. She's telling me I have a leadership quality. She's like, you are a leader for being able to step into a parental position for your siblings and being able to be that bridge between your mother and your siblings, being able to sort of work with your mother, or rather being able to what's the word, to explain scenarios to your mother in order for her to be a better mother to your siblings. Now you're able to tell her that now this sister is going through this, so your mother is more gentle and nice. She's like, those are leadership qualities, you know. And then she also, what else did she mention? She was, bro, like this lady, like I'm rating this lady 20 out of 10. This week was more of self-awareness in terms of the negative parts of who I am and the positive parts of who I am, and also realizing who I am discovering new things about myself, you know. She didn't need to tell me that, oh, by the way, Katie is a beautiful, intelligent person. Just from me describing my day-to-day life and what I do every single day, I was starting to realize that, oh, but like, that's actually very smart of me. Oh, I'm actually a very confident person then. Oh, I'm actually very strong, you know? Like, she created that platform, that safe space for me to explain what I do on a daily basis and like what I do when I'm in difficult situations and how I get out of it. And she was like, but you see that is this particular attribute. This is, you said you don't have this, but that's literally what you're showing right there. It was so beautiful today. She even said that I'm resilient. She called me resilient. Guys, I've never seen myself as a resilient person. Never in my life have I sat down and looked at myself and said, I'm resilient. But she listened to me talk and she's like, do you know what quality it is you will be portraying when you do that? Resilience. And I'm like, me? And now, another thing, so from today alone, I realized that I'm actually pretty smart. For a 21-year-old, I've achieved a lot. Like, my resume doesn't speak enough volume. You know, I've achieved a lot. For someone who has been through trials and tribulations, someone who suffered from depression, someone who's lost a parent, someone who's been tossed and turned, you know, we don't know the dirty and ugly part of Katie. You know, we see what I choose to show you guys. And sometimes it seems like I have it easier, but I really don't. And she said it to me, she's like, you don't have it easy, but you did most with what you had. And that is like, that is strength, that's power. That is a quality that most people don't have. And I'm like, And then I told her that, because in our last session, she was like, she wants me to start caring for myself more, because I'm someone that cares for people before I care for myself. Like, I'm physically incapable of going out of my way and saying I'm going to be selfish to this time around. I'm a very selfless person. I always put people's needs before mine. I always make sure people are better or okay before taking care of KT. So it goes for my siblings, for my friendships, for my everything, relationships. That's just me. And she's like, nah, but this time around, I need you to start caring for KT. I need you to start looking at KT, looking at what makes KT upset, looking at how KT's days are, what triggers KT, you know, like pay more attention to KT so that you can care for her more, right? And I was letting her know, I was like, you know, I've done the whole caring for my mental health thing where you go on the internet and then you decide, and the internet tells you how to do, meditate, take a break, what. And then I'm like, I'm having this battle where I'm trying to take care of my mental health and stuff. But me doing that is me depriving myself of things I feel I do to care for myself. You know, like, for example, taking care of my mental health would mean taking a break and not taking on a lot of stuff and what, right? But that's just, for me, doing things I like is taking up my time. You know, like, I love giving back. I love doing community service. I like volunteering. I like going to church. I like playing netball, you know. These are things I would want to partake in, you know. And I feel like that's me taking care of myself. That's me taking a step back and saying, you know what, I'm doing this because I'm doing this for KT and I like this for KT and KT likes this. So this is caring for KT, you get. As opposed to me just sitting and relaxing, you know. But then I have that battle where it's like everybody says, just have time to yourself, just to relax, take care of your mental health, don't take on a lot, don't do a lot of stuff, travel and all of that. Don't get me wrong, that's also part of nourishing your mental health and stuff. But for me, that's not taking care of KT. That's depriving KT of things that actually have a purpose. Because you know what I do? I sleep, I rest, cool. That's me trying to take care of myself. But then I wake up and I have no purpose. I get even more depressed. I'm in a dark room. I don't open my curtains just because I'm saying I'm taking care of my mental health. I'm actually pulling myself deeper because I'm saddened, you know? I'm in this state, this phase, this period where I'm just really sad. But then I'm saying I'm taking care of my mental health because I'm not doing a lot. I'm not taking on a lot of stuff. You get me? So that also plays like, that was one of the things I brought up. And that also played a big role in the conflicting parts of me because it's like, Okay, cool. I don't mind sleeping the whole day and stuff, but I also know sleeping the whole day depresses me because I'm alone, I'm quiet with my own thoughts. Even when I do wake up, I'm thinking, ugh, I don't want to talk to anyone. I'm just really sad, you know? And that's supposed to be me caring for myself. But at the same time, I feel like I'm not caring for myself when I do that. Caring for Katie, this is how caring for Katie looks. Caring for Katie looks like waking up in the morning, taking a shower, singing while getting ready or playing music, looking pretty, you know, making sure that I did my eyebrows or whatever. Because I actually really, when you look pretty, you feel good, you know. I'm not big on outfits, so it doesn't matter if I decide to wear sweats or I decide to wear whatever, but as long as my face looks pretty, that's it. Making sure that the day doesn't end without me going for netball or doing an activity or a physical activity, right? And then volunteer work. It doesn't matter what it is, I have to have partaken in some sort of volunteer work. That is taking care of Katie. I know it seems weird, but giving back is such an enriching and empowering process and activity. Like, I kid you not, you guys should try it out if you don't do it. But the moment you give back, the moment you decide to engage in community service and help the less fortunate, it's such an empowering, like, you get to really appreciate the fact that, you know what, you may think you don't have everything, but really, really, there are people that are just, they have nothing, you know. You get to really appreciate the fact that you have a place to sleep, people don't. You have food to eat, people don't, you know. It really helps you to be very appreciative of where you are in your circumstances. And then it also helps in terms of, I feel like it's such I don't know how to put this, but giving back community service is such an awareness process as well. You become so aware of the surroundings because you grow up and you have this, I don't want to say stuck up, but this very stuck up mindset because it's what you grew up around and it's what you know. You know the stereotypes that, okay, homeless people are like this and whatever. But when you start engaging in volunteer work and giving back, you open your mind. You get to realize that you can also be best friends with a disabled person or someone going through who has Down syndrome. You can also be able to sit down and have a conversation with an autistic person. You also can play netball. You know, you get to be so aware of your surroundings and people around you. I think it's such an enriching process. Anyway, so that's also taking care of Katie. And then another thing when it comes to taking care of Katie is shopping. Yo, spending, guys. One thing about me, I love spending. I always tell myself I don't like spending, but I just never have money for long. I love spending, and that's taking care of Katie. If it means buying myself pizza, I'm gonna go for it. If it means buying myself a new pair of pants, I'm gonna go for it. A new skirt. That's me. And another thing about me is taking drives. I can just get on that school shuttle and go to the mall just for nothing. But that's part of taking care of me. Leaving the current environment, just going out, stepping out for a fresh of breath air. For a breath of fresh air is always part of it. What else? So the main purpose of this week really is that as an individual, learn to take care of yourself. Learn to care for you. Sit down and actually, like, sit down, switch off your phone, be in a very quiet place, and ask yourself, what is it that I'm feeling? What is it that I want to feel? What can I do that will make me feel this way? Like, be so aware of the feelings and emotions that you have at a particular moment that you are able to react accordingly, that they don't overpower you. You know what I mean? One thing my therapist said today was that, dude, emotions will always come. Emotions come, but emotions don't come to stay. Emotions must never come to stay. You must be at a point, you must be able to work with those emotions, turn them around, and then also in the process of turning those emotions around, understand it. Understand what, okay, I'm feeling anger right now. Why am I feeling angry? You know? And then you unpack that anger, you shove it aside. Emotions must always come and then move and make room for another emotion. You get me? It's a cycle. You must never be stuck on one emotion or one thought for long. If someone makes you upset, it shouldn't be something you're always going to hold on to and be like, I don't like this person makes me like the whole time. That is very unhealthy. And then, what else? There's a poem that she gave me. I'm gonna read for you guys. It's also to do with like emotions. It's basically using, yeah, it's about emotions. I'm gonna read it for you guys and then you guys will see. But yeah, so this week was mainly about unpacking your emotions, unpacking yourself, unpacking who Katie is, unpacking your good and your bad qualities, and being able to see, oh dude, you're actually a really amazing person, or maybe you're actually a really bad person. You know, like it's an activity that helps you discover who you are. You leave, I left that place feeling very, 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 very motivated, very, very happy, very inspired. I'm like, this is me. I left that place. I'm like, surely this is not Katie. And really, it was Katie. And you know, people always say, like, that's me, and those are the qualities I have. But I've never believed in myself that this is who Katie is. This is what Katie entails. And that's what sucks, not being able to internalize what people say about you and not believing them. Girl, believe those people. Nigga, believe those people. Whatever people say, believe. If they say that you're a very confident person, believe it. Believe it. You can be that, and you probably are that, you know. But yeah, absolutely amazing session. I left that place. I've discovered things about myself I did not know I had. Qualities about myself I didn't know I had, both good and bad, just from today's session. I know now what to work on. I know what parts of my life I actually excel in, that I should just actually just walk around with my chin up, knowing that, dude, you are the girl you think you are. You are beautiful. You are smart. You are confident. You are an inspiration to people, you know. You are ambitious. You got it. You got it right. And that's just Katie. You got it, and you will always have it because that's who you are. You worked your bum off to be where you are. You don't give up on people. You don't give up on yourself, and you must never give up on yourself. You're very nice session. Okay, let me read you the poem that she gave me. It's called The Guest House. It's by Jalaluddin Rumi. All right. Yo, I'm so sorry for the background noise. My neighbors are, I don't know, they've been singing for the past 3 hours. I don't know what's going on. They're singing at the top of their voices. Anyway, so basically this is what it says. It's called The Guest House. It says, this being human is a guest house, right? Being a human being is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness, some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Let me read that again. A joy, a depression, a meanness, some monetary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. You never know. The dark thoughts, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door, laughing, and invite them in, always. Be grateful for whatever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from above. This is a beautiful poem, and it's so precise and so directed. You know, accept all those emotions. Accept them because they're not there to stay. It's like a guest house. People come and they go at a guest house, right? Those emotions are not there to stay. They come, they go. But you know what? You must welcome them with open arms. Welcome them with a smile every time. It doesn't matter if it's anger, if it's depression, if it's welcome them. See them as a challenge to work harder on yourself as well. You know what I mean? Welcome all those emotions and always treat them as a guest because they come and they go. Never hold on to or cling on to an emotion. It's not good for your health. That's it for this video. And I hope you got something from my second session, because I think compared to my first session, this was the best session by far that I've ever had, therapy session I've ever had. It even was too long. She didn't even want to cut it short because she's like, let's keep at it, because she could see it was so beautiful. Tears were shed. Things were said that I did not know that I still harbored in my heart and in my feelings. but they needed to be said. You know, triggers were there. I was triggered, but at the end of the day, it was a beautiful, beautiful moment. I was in a safe space, and I put it all on the table, and she worked with me and she helped me. So yes, please do like, please do comment, please do subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video next week. There should be one also next week on this mental health journey or mental health awareness month. Let's work together. Remember that this is not to tell you what to do or how to handle your mental health, but this is how I'm handling mine and what's working for me. And we are still in a process where we're gonna have to learn to work with our mental health the way that works for us, not the way that works for Katie. And I'm willing to be part of you guys' processes. I'm also willing for you guys to be part of my process of getting better. So yes, thank you so much. Please like, please share, and please subscribe. Love you guys.